Hello, Governor. I wanted to make this little video for you because I imagine with your schedule, sitting down with a California resident and hearing feedback is a luxury you don't often get to indulge in. So I just wanted to record a little message for you about some of my observations on some things that were going on in Sacramento at the Capitol regarding some bills that were being passed. I went down on the 2nd of July with a Marine veteran friend of mine. He's a veteran of Iraq and Afghanistan, and he and I have been friends for a long time, go shooting regularly. And some of the bills that were being proposed had to do with our Second Amendment civil rights as Americans, and so we thought we'd go down there and see what was going on, hear the bills being read, and participate in the process. Because of the distance involved and the time that we left, we weren't able to hear the first couple of bills that were being read. We went into a room. I'd guess there were maybe 40 seats available for residents to come in and voice support or objection to the bills. And one of the bills that was being proposed was having a biometric device affixed to all the firearms. And I just wanted to kind of give you my feedback on that, since I do have a biometric lock on the door between my garage and kitchen. I can tell you that it doesn't always work. If my finger is dirty or if there is a smudge on the glass, the lock won't open. It beeps and tells me try again. Now, I know that you're aware that a firearm is a mechanism created to protect life in one of the most stressful situations that can arise or a person can experience. And having a biometric device affixed to that, I don't believe is a safety measure or one that's realistic, because there just isn't time in a dire situation to reboot an electronic device or to wipe a smudge or clean your finger. You and I both know that electronic devices, whether it's an iPhone, an iPad, or a biometric lock, can be fickle. And when it comes to protecting my life or the life of my family or loved ones, I just don't see how a biometric lock is an aid in that situation. After other bills were being read in that room, my friend and I went to another room where another bill was being read regarding the rounds of ammunition and what was going to be happening to residents who purchase a specific amount of ammunition. It was a much larger room, and it was filled. I'd say it was probably 4 times the size of the first room. And it was filled with people who were coming to show support for something called the Trust Act. Now, Governor, I have not read every word of the Trust Act. I'm just telling you what my observations were, having listened to what was being said in the room. And it sounded like the gist of the Trust Act was that California is not going to busy themselves with deporting illegal aliens. The room was filled with a combination of illegal aliens and those who had come to support the Trust Act, and basically tell the California legislators, hey, look, leave us alone. We don't want to be bothered. We're just trying to take care of our families, etc. I may have more commentary on the Trust Act in another video. I just want to keep the main thing here. The bill that I was there to listen to and really participate in basically states that every time a California resident purchases 3,000 rounds of ammunition, their information will automatically be tracked and sent to law enforcement. Of course, the questions there that remain unanswered to me are, what if I purchase ammunition from another state? Is it their law enforcement that is also involved? What is law enforcement supposed to do with this information? Am I going to get a visit from an officer questioning me as to why I purchased 3,000 rounds of ammunition? I can tell you that I go shooting regularly, and I know people who shoot even more than I do. Purchasing 3,000 rounds is not a tremendous amount. I'm kind of curious as to why the number 3,000 was selected to begin with. But anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is, just like the people who were there telling the legislators, hey, look, leave us alone. We're not trying to do anything. And then these are illegal aliens saying this. I'm an actual American citizen and a resident of California, and I'm just, I guess, saying the same thing that those people were regarding the Trust Act. Leave us alone. There's no real reason to track people who are just doing something that is entirely legal. Or there's no stated reason that sounded convincing in that meeting. There were other bills also being proposed as to purchasing a permit in order to purchase ammunition. And I guess at the to sum up here, Governor, you know as well as I do that California regulations regarding firearms are some of the most stringent in the entire United States. It's getting to a place where these kind of bills about purchasing a permit to purchase ammunition, being tracked when you purchase 3,000 rounds of ammunition, bills promoting some sort of biometric device, as well as the litany of other laws that are already sit here in existence, create an atmosphere that is difficult for gun owners and gun businesses to do business with Californians. And it also makes people who love their civil rights, their rights as an American to own, carry, shoot firearms, very difficult to get through all of the red tape and bureaucracy just in order to enjoy our civil rights here in California. From me to you, sir, I am just urging you to not go forward with any of these bills. And in fact, if you would, please undo some of the stringent regulations that currently exist in the state that create an atmosphere that is unfriendly towards civil rights, towards the right of every American to own a weapon, to carry a weapon, and to defend their lives and the lives of those that they love. I believe that these sort of over-regulations create an atmosphere where it is difficult for the average citizen now to be able to afford the licensing, the permits that are required in order just to own a firearm. I'm afraid that these kind of over-regulations will create victims, people who just can no longer afford to enjoy their civil right of self-defense. Thank you for your time.